Welcome back. We continue. Bob Pompeani, Gene Collier with you on the Bordas and Bordas hotline of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Guide. A lot of tweets in tonight. Gene, Billy Miles wants to know, is it me or does it seem like the Pirates can never get top prospects from other teams when it comes to trades? It seems that way, doesn't it?
It sure does, and I think it's that other teams realize that the Pirates aren't as interested in getting the best return as they are in dumping the salary.
Well, that's always a major issue in all of this. And if you think Garrett Cole was done because they wanted to infuse the system with more talent, that was not it. First and foremost, Garrett Cole did not want long term, so he went through arbitration, and it was about money. And it's about money with McCutchen's, they didn't want to sign him. Let me ask you this. 31 years old, I think, McCutchen?
Yeah, that's right. He'll be 31 this year.
Hey, there are players who played at 40, and some of them 37. So he has several good years, I think, left in him. What would have been an appropriate offer to give him if you were Nutting and the Pirates?
You mean if
you
this
wanted
was
to keep
his
him?
free agent year?
Yeah.
Which I guess it was, right? Well, I don't know. Andrew McCutchen is not a $20 million a year player, but he is like a $17, $18 million player. So what? 4 years, $72 million? I think that's fair.
But he wouldn't have taken it, probably. Let's go to Mike in Breezewood. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Yes, good evening. The Pirates, I've said all along, are nothing more than a glorified AAA ball team. And as far as the play call in yesterday's ball game, we want to blame Todd Haley, but Ben Roethlisberger's been in the league for 13 or 14 years. Shouldn't he be smart enough to know to fourth and inches to get him to the line and just go on pressure? We shouldn't have to wait from the sidelines for a play.
Well,
like
I find that whole interesting situation. They were 4 of 6 on fourth downs yesterday. You make a good point. The only times they failed were on 4th and 1, both times, Gene. Mm-hmm. Did you read anything into what Ben said afterwards about, where this call comes from, why he doesn't do it?
Yeah, in both this case and one time earlier in the year, this came up previously, and in both cases, he kind of pinned it on Todd Haley that he would love to do it, but we don't do it for whatever. He never really fully explained it other than to say that we don't do it. And by we, he means Todd. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, so that underscores maybe a little rift there. A lot of people believe Todd Haley will not be back. He's at the end of a contract. They may want to look in another direction, and Roethlisberger may have a lot of say in that. Ed Bouchette of the Post-Gazette tweeted a story out today where he says Ben would like to play 3 more years, which is what I've thought all along, to at least fulfill the contract. Maybe he has some assurances. Who knows?
Yeah, now the focus on these 2 4th and 1 plays is a little oversold, too. It assumes that if they make those if they convert those 4th downs, they go on to score, which, as you saw, was not necessary.
But at least they have a chance to.
Well, they have a better chance to, but it doesn't mean you're getting 14 extra points.
But it's the smartest play in the book with someone who's 6'5", 255 pounds.
I agree.
Just lean forward. Let's go to line 2. Nunzio in Braddock. Hey, Nunzio, how are you?
All right, man. How we doing tonight?
Okay, thanks.
One thing I want to say, there should be a salary minimum in baseball. And if the owner can't afford to spend a minimum, they shouldn't own a baseball team.
You're talking about a floor, but you have to have a system that has a cap and revenue sharing, and they don't have it, and they don't vote for it. All the major big cities don't want any part of that. They want to keep their own money, and the Pirates are okay with that, and teams like Kansas City, Minnesota, San Diego. The only team that said, no, we cannot operate and survive is Tampa. So, Gene, what do you do? How do you convince other teams to join that? Do you even care?
Well, the Pirates don't seem to care. Nobody, as you said, only Tampa votes against this. It has to do with the structure of what gets changed in baseball. There are always going to be 10 teams that either are rich or think they're about to become rich. Then there's another 10 teams that think they're just around the corner from catching lightning in a bottle. And then there are 10 teams like the Pirates who just go along for the ride. It doesn't make any sense.
Jeff in Whitehall, you're up next. Go ahead, Jeff. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Bob?
All right. What's on your mind, Jeff?
So the Pirates, you said they could sign Kutch for $17 million, but they're paying $2 million of his salary this year. And you don't think that they're going to lose $15 million in ticket sales this year, which is what I think, because I'm not going to go to a game. I'm done with them personally, and I won't spend my money there anymore. So do you think there's someone behind the scenes who calculates that says, okay, we will or won't lose this much money?
Yeah, I think they calculate, and they also think there's going to be enough people to come out. They had 1.6 million last year in attendance. That was down from the previous year and the previous year before that, Gene, and I would expect it's going to go down.
In 2 years.
And it's going to go down again.
But so will TV ratings.
Okay, but the thing is, they're still going to make enough money given everything they're getting with this BAM Tech $50 million one-time payment to each team coming up this week, plus revenue sharing. that they still will make money, regardless.
Baseball is awash in money from technology and advanced media. They have more money than they know what to do with, except that they don't know how to share it like every other sports league.
And on that note, we'll take a break.